Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bachelor Show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. You find yourself at a crossroads. Life takes unexpected turns, and each decision holds weight. Joan Vassos, a beloved figure from the Golden Bachelorette, embodies this reality as she embarks on a deeply personal journey. For Joan, the quest to find a new home isn't just about bricks and mortar. It's about finding solace, stability, and a place that feels right in the face of growing uncertainties. Joan's visit to the retirement home was unaccompanied by Chock Chapple, a presence many had come to associate with her. This absence sparked questions and left fans speculating about the implications. But beyond the public intrigue, there was a deeper purpose to her visit. A search for a new chapter, perhaps a new beginning, as she navigated this pivotal moment in her life. When Joan walked through the doors of the retirement home, her demeanor was reflective yet determined. She greeted the residents warmly, exchanging smiles and brief conversations. She had a way of making others feel seen, a trait that endeared her to many during her time on the show. But this wasn't just a casual visit. Joan's purpose was clear. She was exploring options, weighing possibilities, and envisioning a life that felt sustainable and fulfilling. The decision to consider a retirement home came with its share of internal conflict. For someone who had lived with vitality and embraced new experiences, the prospect of slowing down and entering a structured environment wasn't easy to accept. Yet Joan, ever pragmatic, knew the importance of planning ahead. The idea wasn't to give up independence, but to find a place that could evolve with her needs. Walking through the facility, Joan paid close attention to every detail. From the cheerful common areas filled with natural light to the carefully maintained outdoor gardens, she considered how each element might contribute to her daily life. The staff spoke with her candidly about the community, the amenities, and the level of care available. Joan asked thoughtful questions, probing for details that could help her make an informed decision. But even as she took in the positives, Joan couldn't ignore the red flags. One resident quietly mentioned long wait times for assistance, a detail that lingered in her mind. Another spoke of limited social activities, a concern for someone as outgoing and vibrant as Joan. She noticed subtle signs, worn carpeting, outdated furnishings in some areas, that hinted at potential neglect. For Joan, the environment would have to feel inviting and well-maintained, a place she could truly call home. Meanwhile, the absence of Chock Chapple continued to raise questions. Their connection had been one of the highlights of the Golden Bachelorette, a relationship marked by laughter, shared values, and a genuine bond. Yet, Joan's solo visit hinted at complexities behind the scenes. Fans speculated, was this a sign of strain in their relationship? Or was Chock simply respecting Joan's need to explore this decision independently? Joan remained private about the specifics, choosing instead to focus on the task at hand. She understood that this choice wasn't just about her. It was about setting an example for others navigating similar crossroads. Aging gracefully and preparing for the future required courage, and Joan wanted to approach the process with transparency and authenticity. As the tour continued, Joan reflected on the concept of home. To her, a home wasn't just a physical space, it was a feeling. It was where you could be yourself, where you felt safe and supported. She thought about the life she'd built, the relationships she'd nurtured, and the memories she carried. Whatever decision she made, it had to honor those experiences while embracing the possibilities ahead. After leaving the retirement home, Joan took time to process her visit. She reviewed the notes she'd made, replayed the conversations in her mind, and weighed the pros and cons. But even as she considered the practical aspects, an emotional undercurrent remained. The idea of starting over, of redefining what her life could look like in this new phase, was both daunting and exciting. Joan's journey also brought attention to an important conversation about aging and independence. Society often frames aging as a loss, but Joan's perspective challenged that narrative. She viewed it as an opportunity, a chance to reflect, to grow, and to make choices that align with who you are and who you want to become. Through it all, Joan's fans rallied behind her. They admired her strength, her honesty, and her ability to face challenges head-on. Social media buzzed with messages of support, with many sharing their own stories of navigating similar became a source of inspiration, a reminder that vulnerability and resilience could coexist. As the days passed, Joan began exploring other housing options. She visited smaller communities, met with real estate agents, and considered the possibility of staying in her current home with modifications to accommodate her evolving needs. Each option came with its own set of considerations, and Joan approached them with the same thoughtfulness and determination that had guided her throughout her life. At the heart of her journey was a desire for connection, for a place that would nurture her spirit and allow her to continue living fully. Joan's story wasn't just about finding a house. It was about finding herself, about embracing change with grace and courage. Whether Joan ultimately chooses a retirement home, a new house, or decides to stay put, one thing is clear. Her journey is a testament to the power of choice, the importance of community, and the resilience of the human spirit. As she continues to navigate this chapter, she serves as a beacon of hope and a reminder that life, at any stage, is filled with possibility. Amid her search for a new house to buy in New York, the Golden Bachelorette's Joan Vassos stopped by a retirement home. Joan is engaged to Chock Chapple after they met during the Golden Bachelorette Season 1. They've shown off their love for each other, but that hasn't stopped their critics from making bold declarations that their relationship won't last. Making matters worse, Joan and Chock live in separate states, so they have to fly back and forth between Maryland and Kansas just to see each other, which is why they want to buy a home together in New York. The Golden Bachelorette's Joan Vassos is back in New York to find a new home, and she also stopped by a retirement home for a very specific reason. Joan is back in New York as she continues to try to find a new place that both she and Chock can call home. She also found the time to visit River Spring Living, a retirement and assisted living facility in the Bronx. However, Joan didn't stop by there because she wants to move in there. Rather, she wanted to deliver an inspiring message about reinventing oneself at any age. Joan posted updates on her Instagram stories, including the moment she met the oldest resident at the facility, a 101-year-old man named Harold, as well as the speech pathologists. Joan called the residents the nicest group to share my journey with. She wanted to share the message that love can happen when you least expect it. She included a video of her speech in which she said that as her kids got older and started their own lives separate from her own, she knew she was going to become less significant. So I knew I had to challenge myself to find a different life and to find love. Joan's main purpose for being in New York was to continue her search for a new home. However, that didn't stop her from using her new public platform to spread positivity and give others hope that they, too, can find love no matter what age they are. The Golden Bachelorette star doesn't hesitate to take advantage of the latest social media trends to create viral videos with Chock. But that doesn't mean her newfound fame has gone to her head. Her visit to the retirement facility proves that she's still a down-to-earth woman who won't hesitate to help others. Interestingly, Chock didn't appear in any of the videos or photos that Joan posted from River Spring Living. If he was also in New York, maybe he was visiting.